India's western neighbour is a major problem, and that is an understatement. India has tried to solve this problem one too many times. India has applied the most fundamental method of trial and error, and like you saw, there was little success. Now, all of a sudden, Pakistan wants to talk peace. The question is, why? And why now? Well, we could think of a few reasons. Number one, because Pakistan has no choice. It needs a lifesaver. It needs FATF votes. FATF is the Financial Action Task Force. It's an anti-terror watchdog. Pakistan is on its grey list, which means it loses out on a lot of foreign investment and aid. It's been this way since June 2018. That's almost 3 years now. Pakistan needs money. It needs international aid, be it from the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, or the European Union. And the only way out of this crisis is to get countries to vote in Pakistan's favour. European giants France and Germany prefer Pakistan grey-listed. The United States is not too happy with the acquittal of journalist Daniel Pearl's murderer, so Pakistan needs help. And it is turning to India with this new pitch. That's reason number one. Here's why else Pakistan says it wants peace. Reason number two, sinking economy and the dire need for assistance. The East Asia Forum calls 2020 a forgettable year for Pakistan's economy. The GDP fell to minus 0.4%. That negative number was the first in 7 decades. Pakistan's per capita income fell from $1,625 to $1,325. There is no money to feed people. By Imran Khan's own admission, 25% of Pakistan is suffering from extreme poverty. Another 25% is just slightly better. Pakistan needs aid. The country's inept leadership is not helping. Imran Khan has only managed to get Pakistan further isolated. So here's reason number three. Pakistan also needs friends. The Gulf has distanced itself from Pakistan. Here's a quick primer. In 2015, Pakistan did not participate in the Yemen war. Saudi Arabia was not happy with that. Imran Khan did not help his case with his conduct at the OIC summit in 2019. He walked away after meeting the Saudi king even before the translator could interpret his words to King Salman. The growing distance between Pakistan and the Gulf was out in the open in 2020. The OIC statement had no mention of Kashmir. And this is despite Imran Khan's efforts at drawing a condemnation. So here's what the Pakistani Prime Minister did next. Imran Khan, along with Malaysia's Mahathir Mohamad and Turkey's Recep Tayyip Erdogan, conducted a parallel meeting of Islamic countries. The move boomeranged, with Saudi Arabia asking Pakistan to repay its $1 billion loan immediately. In other words, Pakistan has no friends today, and China does not count. It is playing puppet with Pakistan, literally. And just so that you know, any escalation of a conflict between India and Pakistan will be bad news for China. Let me tell you why. Because it will put Pakistan's Belt and Road projects and the CPEC at risk. Reason number four. Here's why Pakistan wants peace. Pakistan has realized that the road to US President Joe Biden's good books goes through India. In 2018, the Pentagon cancelled $300 million in aid to Pakistan. This was because of Pakistan's inaction against terror groups. 3 years on, the United States has grown closer to India. The recent Quad summit is proof. So now you know why Pakistan says it wants peace. But here's a question. Does Pakistan really want peace with India? Consider this. 2 days after Army Chief General Bajwa lectured on peace, Pakistan observed Kashmir Solidarity Day. Here's something else that you must know. Pakistan sings peace more often than we realize, and this is especially true of its military leadership. In 2015, then Chief of Army Staff Rahil Sharif was speaking in London. He highlighted the need for quote-unquote regional peace and better ties with India. In 2012, it was Ashfaq Kiani, Pakistan's 8th Chief of Army Staff. He said, and I'm quoting again, peaceful coexistence between the two neighbours is very important. Similar statements have been made by other army chiefs, be it Jahangir Karamat or Parvez Musharraf. But did action follow their words? The answer is no. You see, these peace offers from Pakistan do not hold much water. They're made every now and then to tide over a crisis at home or duck international pressure. The question then is, what should India do? Well, of course, India should talk to Pakistan. But now it would be doing so from a position of more strength. Now it has shown Pakistan that if it can extend an invite, it can also carry out a surgical strike. India has changed the template of this engagement, and India should continue to do so. push for the perpetrators of 26/11 to be punished. Demand justice for families of the Pulwama, Uri and Pathankot martyrs. India must talk because you cannot wish away a neighbor. But India can tell Pakistan that peace does not flow from the barrel of the gun and tell General Bajwa that you cannot always bury the past. Sometimes you must make amends for your past deeds. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.